Frontline workers across a wide array of industries have been essential to putting an end to the COVID-19 pandemic. Among the contributors are South Dakota National Guardsmen who have sacrificed thousands of hours over the course of the last year to help combat COVID-19. Austin Goss tells us more from our Peer Newsroom.
The South Dakota National Guard is coming out of its longest consecutive period of active duty service in South Dakota Guard history. Not combating an enemy overseas or for a natural disaster, but to fight COVID-19 within South Dakota.
We stood up a team to help with the emergency operations centers in Pierre to help them. We stood up call centers as those were needed across the state. We trained for the ambulance missions, for the air medevac missions, for the medical readiness teams. We trained for and stood up the alternate care facilities.
South Dakota National Guard soldiers were an intricate part of the COVID response effort, from testing to vaccine delivery and administration, all while continuing to handle their regular duties, including deploying to Washington in January for the presidential inauguration and their regular month-to-month drill obligation. South Dakota has roughly 4,300 soldiers in the National Guard, one of the smaller National Guard presences in the country. However, that never slowed down the mission.
As COVID started to go through the state, we identified our number of people who had gotten shut down for COVID rose to a little over 100. So we went there first and offered those people the opportunity to come on orders when the state identified a need for, like, call centers, as you mentioned. We went there and offered them jobs, and some did and some didn't. But we have never had a shortage when there's a mission out there.
And it's not just the Guards men and women who did their part to combat the coronavirus, but the families, friends, and employers that they left behind. Sergeant First Class Clint Sandness left his family and small business to go on to active duty for extended periods of time.
It kind of showed us that we now aren't ready to deploy. We have to stay ready to deploy.
In the community, their teachers, they all play an important role. And so when they come out of those communities to do that, people pick that up. And so the support that we get from the communities is truly phenomenal.
In Pierre, I'm Austin Goss.
On behalf of KOTA Territory News and the South Dakota Army National Guard, we'd like to congratulate these graduating high school seniors who have chosen to serve their community. That is Mason Orlein, Noah Green, Donovan Trummer, Liam